Right, so this is just an update on our small claims case with New South Wales courts. If you don't know the context, I've linked to my previous video which explains what happened to us. Basically, a business took our money, they refused to refund us, so we went to fair trading, NCAT, local court. We've even gone to the police. Police said there's nothing they can do because it's below a certain dollar amount. They tossed it in the bin. That was despite us, we've given them additional evidence that this defendant scammer guy has been scamming other people, at least 3 other people, and extrapolated over a year, they've scammed over $100,000 from everyone. So I've yet to hear back from that police report. I think it's unlikely they will touch it. Despite us having all this evidence and knowing exactly where they are, they're not going to touch it. It's just, for them, it's not worth the investment. Anyway, so that aside, what's happening now? So we ended up finding an obscure Google result that had the business address. We were very lucky because if we hadn't have found that address, we would have had to have given up. The court advised us if we can't find them, tough luck, they've gotten away with it essentially. So we found this address, sent a process server over there. That cost us $165. This defendant came out swinging, so literally punched this process server in the face. The process server filed a police report. Don't know what's happened with that. When the examination date came around, it was due for Penrith Court. The defendant sent through a bunch of emails to the court listing a bunch of excuses why they couldn't attend, literally screaming at them in these emails, right? And the court ended up siding with them. Like they asked us for our opinion, whether we still wanted to go to the examination order, if we could adjourn it, and I said no, I want this done now because it's been 6 months. They ended up replying back saying, well, we've adjourned it anyway, and we've also relocated it, so it's no longer in Penrith, it's now all the way in Hornsby, which is over an hour's drive from us. I ended up asking them if they could conduct it on our behalf, which is something you can request if it is too far for you. They said, no, you have to come in. And they also said us to be as close as possible to the defendant by law. So that kind of sucked. Anyway, the date for the examination order in Hornsby came along. We drove all the way out there, fuel, tolls, all that wasn't deductible. We just had to bite the bullet, not to mention the time and effort and stress. We got there and we found out the defendant sent through a sick note the day before, which the courts didn't notify us of. So all that was a waste. It got re-adjourned, only this time it said on the order that it can't be adjourned again. 2 weeks roll over, we drive all the way out to Hornsby again. We get told by the court that the defendant has emailed them literally a few minutes before the examination order, saying that they can't attend, that they don't have the financial documents for the examination order. What happened next was the registrar asked the magistrate to issue a warrant. So the magistrate issued an order for a warrant of their arrest, and it would take effect within 14 days. So they had 14 days to produce these documents or they'll be arrested. What happened next? The defendant sneakily submitted an installment plan, right? They had 6 months to pay us back, but now they've decided they want to do installments, right? So they submit this, and immediately, what pissed me off, immediately it was approved by the courts. Not a bat of an eye. What bothers me the most is that in order to make that application, they had to have had, by law, their income statements, all this financial information that they would have had to provide in the examination order anyway. So they're clearly underreporting their income to the court so they can do these installment payments, right? The magistrate doesn't consider anything filed with the court, even though it's clear black and white evidence that says they have these bank accounts. They don't care. They just take it at face value. If this defendant said they only take Centrelink, then that's what the court will believe. So that's pretty messed up anyway, but that's what's happened. I guess, it's not all bad in that, they are required to make installment payments, even though it'll take 8 months. Although knowing them, they will probably just avoid paying us and just keep delaying this and delaying this. That's where we're at now. What's concerned me with all this process is that the courts keep claiming to be unbiased and that they have good intentions for both parties, but I don't know, like a lot of it is it comes down to the mood of the magistrate and their discretion. It's very subjective. It's not, they have very limited powers. Small claims is just a joke, honestly. Like they can't do anything. It's up to you to get your money back. It's just disgusting. Anyway, that's where we're up to. I guess I'll let you know if there's any more updates, but consider all this if you are thinking about going to small claims. I don't think it's worth it. I'm just doing it out of principle now, just to make sure this lady is held responsible. Good luck with your case if you have one. Hope this helps. Cheers.